Everything is ready. It's really my honor to be here to share our research work with all of you. And first of all, please let me to congratulations on your 120 years anniversary for the Korean University. I'm from the Digital Humanities Center at Peking University. And the Digital Center at the Peking University is a cross-disciplinary platform dedicated to developing AI tools and resources for humanities scholars and students. In recent years, we have carried out several projects focused on ancient Chinese books, as these corpora are among the most vital yet most difficult material for humanities studies. Compared with other Asian civilizations, China has the longest continuous record of history, along with an exceptionally rich collection of texts preserved over thousands of years. These ancient books are treasured resources carrying the knowledge and ideas that have shaped Chinese history through the ages. So it's a long history to have the PPT showed out. From antiquity to the present, these ancient books has passed through a succession of media environment, from oracle bone to bamboo slip to paper manuscript and printed paper, and finally into today's digital forms. Each stage of media transformation reshapes our access to and understanding of the intellectual legacy preserved in ancient books, and at the same time, open new ways to transmit, use, and engage with them. Now we stand on the threshold of new transformation, the AI-mediated environment that will first reshape how we preserve, interpret, and engage with the classics, extending our capacity far beyond that of the previous media stage. With LLM, such as ChatGPT, DeepSeek, Sora, and Whale, we are yet entering a field rich with imaginative, creative, and aesthetic potential. So, what new possibility will AI open up for how we access, explore, and experience cultural heritage? Cultural heritage, especially ancient book, has lasted through thousands of years. To imagine what we might create with AI for these resources, I think we must first look back at an early era to see how knowledge in ancient book was reshaped whenever the media environment changed. From this retrospection, we can then envision what the AI might bring to cultural heritage. This is the first part of my talk. Based on this understanding, we have developed several platforms to empower humanities scholars with AI. These platforms are already open access on the internet, and thousands of users, tens of thousands of users are using them every day. I will invite Dr. Wenqi Li. She sat back in the control desk because he needs to operate on her computer. I will invite Dr. Li to demonstrate this system lively later on. This is the second part of my talk. Finally, I will introduce the competition we organized last July, which attracted a creative team from around the world to explore imaginative ways of reinterpreting cultural heritage through various AI tools. Broadly speaking, the content preserved in ancient book has passed through three major stages of media transformation: the oral tradition, the writing and printing tradition, and the digital environment, which now evolved further into the AI environment. Each time the medium changed, the content carried in the ancient book gained liberation in a new way. The oral tradition is the age of Confucius, Socrates, and Siddhartha. In the old tradition, human knowledge was transmitted from person to person for most year, from memory to memory, which in this tradition, after the human knowledge was recorded as text, then reproduced through printing, knowledge was liberated from the human mind. It's no longer dependent solely on memory, but could be preserved in books and transmitted widely through publication. When the information environment shifted from printing to digital and a networked medium, knowledge was encoded in electronic form, freed from the limit of paper. It can now be transmitted instantly across the world. This was the second liberation. Knowledge no longer tied to its physical carrier, but circulated globally in digital network. Today, we are entering a third liberation. Generative AI enables not only long text, but also image, video, and multimodal content to be created from a simple prompt. In this new environment, knowledge is no longer tied to a single form of representation. Image and video can be generated from a simple text, and the text can be produced to describe the image. Furthermore, a lively conversation can even be generated from a written paper, and so on and so forth. For cultural heritage, this ability of the intellectual information environment open new possibility. The culture and knowledge preserved in ancient book are no longer bound to the written page. A text can be converted into a structured table that extract and organize key facts. The table can be then expanded into a knowledge graph that shows the connection among people, place, and events. And beyond that, we can design AI agents that use this representation to analyze the text, answer questions, and even carry out complex research tasks. In this way, static knowledge becomes vivid, interactive, and engaging, enabling audience today to enter into a more dynamic dialogue with wisdom of past. Based on this understanding, we have developed several platforms for public access. The first is 十点古籍. It transforms ancient Chinese book into public digital asset accessible on the internet. It represents the shift from the paper environment to the digital environment. The second is 无语点. It enables users to convert textual sources into a structured table and a knowledge graph, and to build their own AI agent for research. It represents the transition from the digital environment to AI environment. The last is 原点. This project generates painting in the style of Tang Dynasty. In response to user prompt, transforming textual description into visual rendering. Now, I will invite Dr. Wenqi to give us a live demonstration of this system. Please.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm sitting back here. I'm sorry, due to some limitation, I can't operate the laptop up front. So it's okay that you cannot see my face as long as you can focus on our awesome platforms here. The first platform that I'm gonna introduce is the 十点 platform, which represents the second liberation that Professor Wang has just mentioned. It transforms the physical format ancient books into digital formats. And as you can see here, we now have over 36,000 Chinese ancient books already digitized on this platform. So if we look at one of the ancient texts here, is the 论语, also known as Analects of Confucius. And you can see that the scanned image of the ancient book and all the digitized text are laid out here side by side. And also, for a reader, if you're not proficient with ancient Chinese reading, and when you select the text, it will directly highlight it on the image for you to see the corresponding text on the original version. And then also, you could open toggle to show up the translation, whether in modern Chinese or English, to help you understand. And what's more important is that everything named entity, no matter whether a person or a place or a book, are all linked to the Chinese version of Wikipedia. And if you have more questions, with the power of LLM, now you could ask in-context questions. For example, I could type, please summarize, okay, please summarize, sorry, the chapter in English, and then this will provide, the LLM will provide the answer for this chapter and according to this book. So as you can see, we have 36,000 books already digitized on the platform, and it's the largest open access AI facilitated reading platform for ancient Chinese books. And what makes this all happen is actually the AI facilitated digitization platform that we have on the back end of the platform. So in this collation, this digitization platform, you could do ancient text digitization tasks, such as the most simple OCR correction, like organizing the structure of a book, and also like multi-version comparison, and punctuation annotation, named entity annotation, and even translate annotation. And this also has a crowdsourcing function that anyone around the world can claim text to participate in this digitization effort. So here are some tasks that are already claimed. Let's take a look at the OCR correction task. As you can see that all the characters are already segmented and boxed for you to see. And if you see here is an extra box that's mistake, you could delete it. And once everything is correctly segmented, you could see that AI has already pre-recognized all the text. And these blue ones are highlighted by AI saying that the AI is not confident about the results so that you could pay more attention. And if you see something wrong, then you could make correction. And all the corrections are made in orange colors. So this is the OCR correction task. And I'll quickly show, this is the named entity annotation task, which I believe many digital humanities researchers are interested in. And AI has already recognized all the time, people, and places, and then you could do the manual correction on this platform very easily. So after you finished all the digitization and collation tasks that's on this platform, the ancient book is ready to be published, and then everyone in the world can read the ancient books published in this platform. So now that the platform is open accessible around the world, every individual and institutes can digitize their own books and maybe choose to publish them for public reading. And we have already connected with several overseas institutes. For example, we collaborated with Harvard Yanjing Library, and they have authorized us with all their metadata and book images, and we have helped them to digitize all their rare book, Chinese book collections, and we have established a dedicated portal for this collection. And so here is the full collection that you could see. So if your institute or yourself has any like requirements or needs for digitization of ancient materials, we are more than happy to collaborate with you to work on it.
Yes, I just have one comment. Basically, you don't need to go to library to find the ancient Chinese book, because we have already accumulated more than 30,000 ancient books, and end of this year we anticipate that will be over 100,000. So for scholar's use, you can find almost all you need in our platform, and with AI assistant. And if If the Korean library want to digitize your Korean ancient book, we can help freely, openly. Please.
Okay, so that's the Shidian platform, which gives you some feelings about how we transform physical format ancient books to digital formats. And then here I'm gonna demonstrate the platform of Wudian, which can help us understand, give us a more concrete understanding of how knowledge can be fluidly represented and transformed across text, images, or data, or conversational agents, any interactive formats you want. So to save us some time, I have some pre-created projects here. One is from text to structured data, and the other is image to structured data. So we can see here this is the project that we were doing to digitize, to structurize some inscriptions from tombstones in ancient times, or what we call epitaphs. And then what I have done is I pre-configured all the fields that I want to extract from the unstructured text, such as the tombstone name and the owner of the tombstone, his birth year, year of pass away, and buried location, and his title. And so this is the unstructured text that I uploaded, and with just one click, the AI will do its magic, and everything is pulling up here. This is the owner of the tombstone, and this is the year that he passed away. So you could download this Excel to do further computational analysis. And here is another example that's showing how we can annotate image directly. So if, for example, I have some archaeological artifacts here, and I want to let AI to do its homework to annotate all the shape characters, the forming techniques, patterns, and maybe recognize any text inscript on it. So this is what I have created earlier, and I could define to output in English or in Korean, in every language that you would like. So these are how I transform from text and images to structured data on Wudian. But this data transformation is only the foundational and first step of the knowledge transformation. Building on these data, everyone on Wudian can create their own agents. For example, this is the agent that I created using the Harvard Yanqing library metadata. And for this agent, once you create it, you could share it with anyone, and everyone could ask questions about it. For example, I have a question typed in here, like list all the books related to Korea and output in English. So what Wudian will do is that it will search for the data sets that's already uploaded or processed in the platform. As we can see that it has expanded the searching keywords to all the possible relations, and then it's querying the data set it has. And these are all the data that you upload on your own, so there's no need to worry about hallucination. And so, as we can see, once he finished querying the data sets, we can see that it's providing some answers, like already organized, like historical and diplomatic records, and comprehensive historical works, military and strategic works, geography and ethnographic records. And these are all the ancient Chinese books that are related or somehow recorded something about Korea. And we also have a version here that I asked them to output in Korean, but I don't understand Korean, so it's up to you to, maybe you can tell me whether it's correct. So this is the conversational agents that's building on the top of your own data. And then with the agent, what you can do is to create more forms of knowledge representations, whether knowledge graph or visualizations. So this is the website using the agents that Chinese literary students created within 2 days, just prompting the conversational agents without any programming techniques. And it's interactive because you can see it shows up how the authors of the rare book collection of Harvard Engine is distributed and how many books that has multiple authors and the list of authors, and you could search. And then also here is the co-authoring network analysis. And you can link to the external databases as well to show the person's detail. So this is the Wudian platform that give us the knowledge about how we can transform text to data and images to data.
Yeah, and all of this work can be generated by your natural language prompt and instruction. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And everybody can build your own AI agent in our platform. Wenqi demonstrated example with a collection of Harvard Yanqing libraries collection, and you can upload your own data, your own material, and have all of them processed automatically.
Okay.
Please.
Yeah. So to the data and to the conversational agents, and what if you want to add a little creation or imaginary to your ancient text reading? So here is the platform that we can transform text to creative images. For example, this is building on some training data of Tang paintings. If you can choose how you want to illustrate a Tang Dynasty lady. For example, I can select the floral hairstyle, a red hairband, and maybe playing a flute while riding a horse. And then we can ask it to start creating images. So while we waiting for it to create, and this is another portal that we created using the Song Dynasty painting, and it's more focused on the sceneries like the natural mountains or lakes, and we can directly input some Chinese poems, and it will generate such images. So I think it's still working on it, but we can come back later once Professor Wang continue with his presentation.
You can access the website from Wenqi and have your own photo uploaded, and then you will become a beautiful lady in Song Dynasty or Tang Dynasty, as you wish.
Okay, that's all for my demonstration. I head back to Professor Wang.
My colleague in Korean University invited me, and they thought I came for communication, for academic communication. But in fact, I came for exploring the international market for our system. Just joking, just joking. And yesterday, I had already acquired a new user for our system. A very nice Korean university student has tried our system to extract information from a famous work of Korean literature. I think all of you know this. It's very famous in Korean. Here is a screenshot that she sent me. Please help me check the accuracy of the result. Perhaps a dedicated Korean language model will help improve the quality of the automatic processing. In fact, the Wudian platform can process material in any language. In Peking University, we have a visitor from Vietnam, from the Spanish, and from the Arabic. All this kind of language can be processed. Yeah. And I think that this kind of system will greatly enhance scholars' ability to work with multilingual sources. The idea of Wudian platform is to let users set the scope of the material that they want to work with. This is different from the general large language model because it's collected data from the internet. And then the user can select the most suitable model for processing. OpenAI, Gemini, or Chinese large language model like DeepSeek or Tianwen. From there, they can then build their own dedicated AI research assistant. This research assistant can take instruction in natural language and carry out a wide range of research tasks, just as Wenqi demonstrated, including text analysis, statistical chart generation, GIS visualization, and even web construction. With this example, we can say that the real power of AI technology is that it enables everyone to take part in this kind of creative work and to engage directly with cultural heritage. Last July, just 3 months ago, together with the Capital Library of Beijing, we hosted a public competition on AI-based creative work exploring cultural heritage resources in library. 3 libraries, the Capital Library of Beijing and the Howard Yanqing Library, Zhejiang University Library, provided a selection of treasured ancient books and classical painting as source material. The competition attracted more than 200 teams worldwide, including participants from MIT, Howard University, National University of Singapore, and some universities from South Korea. Participants applied various digital and AI technology, such as multimodal large language model, VR and AR gaming and animation, to create interactive and visualized artwork. The selected award-winning work are now exhibited online, and here is the website address, including animated short film, VR learning game, interactive website, and mixed reality installation. Let me show you some award-winning entries and example. It should play. Can you help me to play the video?
It's very slow.
Just click the.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just click the button.
Yeah, the laptop is working.
This is a beautiful animated story based on the Peking Pavilion, a well-known Chinese literature produced by a team from the Central Academy of Fine Arts. Just a few seconds play to give you an expression. I'm sorry that the music cannot be played out because of the technical resolution. Okay, let's go to the next page. Next page. Here, yeah. Here is the web game based on a famous Song Dynasty painting, which was designed by a team from the Art School of Nanjing University. The element of the painting was extracted, described, and used as interactive components for the player in the game. The last one I want to show you is an incredible work was created by 3 second-grade elementary students, 3 children. They produced a comic-style picture book on ancient Chinese agricultural knowledge, a vivid example of how AI empowers young learners far beyond their age. Next year, maybe Peking University and Korean University can hold this competition together. In general, these works show us how AI can move cultural heritage beyond simple being preserved, making it something creative, interactive, and shared. They gave us a glimpse of what's possible when used digital and AI tools to imagine our tradition, and we can expect much more in the future as AI keeps advancing and as people work together across country and culture. Thank you.